Hey y'all, welcome to Faith Budgets. On this channel I'll be posting videos about how I use the zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and join me as I try to reach financial freedom.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Welcome back to another video. This video will be the budget with me for the second and last paycheck of August. It's at the end of the month for me, so it'll be the 28th, I do believe, will be the last paycheck for August, and that will cover that last week pretty much, into September as well. So if you're new, welcome. My name's Holly. I am a zero-based budgeter, and I use the cash envelope method for the majority of my income. I do use envelopes to save money for sinking funds, but then I also use cash envelopes for my variable spending in my wallet. The other money left in the bank account will be the money that is for bills and fixed expenses. Yeah, I was trying to think of the word. Not variable, but fixed. Items that I know the amount each month. I map that out monthly. So I'll leave that video here for the August monthly budget overview. I first budget for the month, and then I break it down into bi-weekly paychecks. I now get paid bi-weekly. And then I break that down a little further into weekly cash stuffings. So I only pay my bills bi-weekly in my bank accounts. Leave that money in there each time I get paid. But then for the cash portion, I'll take that cash out, but I will split that into weekly cash stuffings. That just helps me to stay on track and get a refresh every week. So I really enjoy doing it that way. So I've stuck with it for several years now. So I really like that, but I'm going through a divorce, so still in that transition period, and now just to the single income, which is my bi-weekly paycheck. So I just kept it that way so that I can keep on track with that. It helps me with my wallet and my spending and all those things that I'm used to doing that way. So if you're new, welcome. And thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing. I guess we'll just get right in here to the budget. This is my budget planner from Missy Money, and dashboard is from my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs. This is the A6 size. This is her binder, Missy Money's binder, but this is my dashboard and her planner. This is her budget planner. But let's do the Bible trivia first. Forgot to do that before we get started. We're on question number 20. So the question is, Moses sent 12 men to spy out the promised land. How long were they in the promised land? Was it 7 days, 14 days, or 40 days? And we'll get the answer at the end of the video. Stick that over to the side. And now we'll get started with, let's move over to August. Got the little tabs here, and I try to link everything that I have in the description of each video. So the tabs I think I got from Amazon, the top and the bottom tabs for the A6 size planner, the 6-ring hole punch. They're already hole punched. And then what I did, I just had some stickers. I don't even know where I had probably got those at Amazon too. In my desk drawer, so I just put those stickers on there. And I think these the monthly stickers actually came with these inserts for the monthly. So let's go on over here to number 2, paycheck number 2 for August. This will be the last one. All right, let me see. I need to zoom you guys in. Okay, so now the net pay was $2,878, which was some overtime because I typically budget with my base pay, which is $2,500. So when I do my monthly budget, I just budget $2,500 bi-weekly. So $5,000 per month, unless it is a magic month and I get that third paycheck. So then that would bump it up. But this August was only a regular month, so I got 2 paychecks. So the Normally I make $2,500, but with the overtime this time was $378. So I usually just put that here, just kind of make me aware of how much extra that I'm making this pay period. So the pay date for this is 8/28, and the pay period, it will cover bills and things for the 2-week period from 8/28 to 9/10. So for this paycheck in the bank, I'll be leaving $400 in for half of my SUV payment, and then the mortgage, which is my half of the half. So right now, with the divorce, we are splitting the bills in the home. We're still both living here. So I'm paying half the mortgage, so I split that into my 2 monthly paychecks. So for this paycheck, it's $429. It'll be $429. It was for the first paycheck as well. And we're also splitting the utilities, but I think that came out of the other check. So right now we're just splitting the mortgage and utilities. That's it. We have already got everything else separated. I think the last one was the auto insurance. So just kind of slowly transitioned into our own accounts. First started with our separate banking accounts, and then we have one joint account that we pay the mortgage out of and the utilities. So we just put a certain amount or set amounts for each paycheck into that joint account so that those bills will continue to be paid. And we just split that. So that's the plan for right now. Things could be changing. I think he's looking into maybe possibly moving out and renting something, or moving in with a family member or something. So that would be great, because the housing market is just crazy right now. Not a lot of lookers here. We're kind of out in the country, and prices are just kind of at a standstill, with the market, and then the interest rates are so high. So we're just going to try to, if he moves out, that'll make it a lot easier, and we can just kind of sit on it and let the market kind of do what it's going to do. I mean, that'll be fine. I think my bills will be okay. My auto insurance did go up a little bit for the next month, and then what else my medical, dental, and vision will be taken out of my paycheck, because now I'll have to get through my work whenever the divorce papers are final. We're just waiting now for the judge's signature, so should be, I would think, within the next week maybe, or that's what we were thinking. But just waiting on that, and then my insurance will change. So I will so this net pay will be less, because that money will be taken out before I get that money, before I bring it home. So that will affect that. So I've made some changes for my September budget. I've been working on that, so I will have that video coming up too, where I'm going to make a few changes, just trying to cut back on a few things as far as my variable spending, and to try to prepare myself for the insurance increase. So just trying to cut corners a little bit in a couple different areas to kind of soften the blow of that increase in, not really a payment, but the insurance money coming out of my check. So let's just go back over here now to the bill. So that, like I said, the mortgage $429 for this one, and then auto insurance $174. Verizon for me and my oldest son is $216, and he will be after the wedding and stuff, and they get situated, he's going to either pay me for his portion of the bill, and I think we're going to do some adjusting to our plans. I did talk to Verizon, but we are almost finished paying for the phones. You know how they set you up on the monthly payments. So we don't really need to do anything until that contract is done or whatever. So I think 2 or 3 more months left on that, and then that'll probably be about the time that my son's ready to transition. Either, I don't know if they're going to get a combined account, or if he'll just pay me, whichever way is cheaper, because I think his fiance, soon-to-be wife, I think she's on her parents' plan as well, and I think she's the baby of the family on that side, so I'm sure she's the only one left on the plan. Maybe, I'm not sure if it's cheaper to do like a family plan with multiple users, multiple phones, instead of getting it on like them starting their own policy and plan with Verizon. So we're going to check into that too, looking at different ways to lower my my bills. Again, this Apple Music, it will be lowered as well because I talked to the lady at Verizon, and I can put it into one of the bundles, and I think it knocks off $9, and that's for the family plan. $6 or $9, one of the two. So either way, that I'll get that dropped down a little bit as well. And I'm thinking about dropping Hulu, but I think my youngest son still uses it, so I got to talk to him and see if if he's really wanting to use it, because I'm going to start using PureFlix. It is a Christian-based streaming network. They have movies and series, and I used to watch it years ago, and I guess I let it go, and now they've kind of picked up some steam, and they've got a lot more movies with some, well-known actors and actresses. So I do want to I've been seeing some movies on there I was wanting to watch, so I am going to get that. They're having a promotion, I think, with half off of if you buy it for an annual subscription. So I think it's like $60 for the whole year. So I'm going to do that, and I'll probably put that in my memberships sinking fund and just keep up with that. Put that little extra in there each month to pay that next August whenever I renew it. So that's the plan for that, because I really like some of those movies and shows on there. So I'm just wanting to surround myself and with things that are positive and full of love, and without all the negativity and all the, I don't know, just evil, for lack of better words, just in the world and in the things that we watch and we see and we scroll and scroll and scroll. I'm sick of it, pretty much. It's just like, I don't know, I just don't want to look at all that stuff anymore. So I just want to be around positive. I just want to be, get back to myself and who I used to be, and looking forward to it. So let me know in the comments if you guys have ever watched Netflix. Not Netflix. No, not Netflix. PureFlix. It is, similar to Netflix. It is a streaming network, but it's more Christian based, and it's called PureFlix. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have ever used it, if you like it, and if you have a favorite movie or a favorite series, let me know, because I'm adding lots to my list already. So really love watching some of those that I picked up from last time when I watched it. Saved my account, so I have some of those already added in there. I was like, oh yay, so get to add those back to my watch list. Okay, so that was Apple Music, Verizon 216, Apple Music 19. So the total left in the bank was $1,238. That was for the bills for this pay period. The utilities and other things was in paycheck number 1. So next over here to the wallet will be groceries, $350, which that will be going down a little bit too. I'll show you guys in the September monthly budget overview. And then gas, $160, eating out, $80, giving, $30, shopping, $80, meds, $70, and miscellaneous, $80. So this is for the variable spending in my wallet, and the groceries is, that's for everything as far as food, anything that I get on my Walmart pickup order. That's basically all that this comes out of, usually Walmart, or if I stop at one of the local grocery stores to pick up something. We have a Piggly Wiggly here, and we have Save-A-Lot. So if I pick up anything there, but it's more than just food. This is things that I'll get at Walmart for the bathroom, for the household, personal hygiene items, anything like that would be that. And I'm still kind of helping out my son a little bit. As he's here, I'm paying for the things that he needs to use here in the home. So, but like his personal things, he usually pick up whatever he needs. But as far as for the bathrooms and helping him with meal prepping and things like that. So that's my love language. I love acts of service. That's what I do for my boys, and that's just me. I love it. So I'm going to miss that tremendously. I'll probably be making food and sending plates with him to home, and asking if I can come clean and all that. So hopefully they'll still let me come do that some. But and then my younger son, he's out of town. He did buy a camper, so he is going to, I think it was just an older, I think it was a 2012, and it may need some cleaning. I need to ask him if he wants me to come help him clean it and get it ready to pull up to the job site, because he has his first job as a welder, and it is probably 2.5 to 3 hours away from home, and he's been staying in a couple different Airbnbs. So he has decided that he wants to it's near a campsite. So he's going to get the camper up there so he can stay in that and not have to pay the Airbnb fee. So, and it'll be an investment. And another one of his good friends, him and his fiance, they have a camper. So he's been kind of wanting one anyway, so he can go camping with them. But now this will serve as a kind of like an investment too. So smart little fellers, I'm telling you, they blow me away sometimes. I wish I had had my head on my shoulders like they do, when I was their age. But like I said before, I'm so glad that my youngest son and my oldest son, that they get to start out not in the hole. That's what I tell them all the time. Like, I started out in the hole when I was their age. Like, started out in debt, paying for I took out a loan for college. I took out a loan for a car. I took out loans for, I think, with their dad when we got married. We took out a loan for furniture. And, I didn't have a clue, about how to manage money. Our parents didn't. They were young and just, we just learned along the way. So your kids learn from your mistakes, and I think they have so far. So I'm super proud of them and super excited for them too. So I think right now that's, holding me together, and I'll always be happy for them, no matter what's going on in my life. And they know that, and I try to stay positive for them, and always be here for them if they need me, because they've been here for me, for all of this that I'm going through too with the divorce, and couldn't ask for anything better. So, and they're already, ready to help me move whenever I have to pack up and get everything moved. As far as all the furniture here in the home, pretty much all of it's mine. So they're going to help me move everything out. So probably have to move some stuff to storage, and then wherever I get to move to. I did look at some apartments, just kind of get some ideas, because I've never rented from a big apartment complex. It's usually just been, I've rented from a local small, just a little duplex thing here in town, like our small town. But the one I looked at was big. It had amenities. It had a pool and a gym, and super duper nice. So, but that's, down the road. But I wanted to see how the process worked, as far as like the application process and what all was included in that monthly rent, how much I would have to have up front, because I want to know, how much I need to be setting back to save for a starter amount. So just getting some ideas. And I don't want to go to the first one that I tour. So I did get a little tour of a small, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. And then there's a couple more that I have on my list. So I want to look at those. And then there's also townhomes and things like that. But I don't know. I'm still leaning towards renting for right now. But who knows? I may be in this house till Christmas. So whatever comes my way, we'll handle it when it gets here. But I do want to kind of be prepared for some of the different options that I have. So the total here for the wallet variable spending is going to be $850, and there's the denominations for that to have that cash taken out of the bank. Now let's move over here to the sinking funds. I got my sweater on tonight. It's cold. I'm here in Tennessee, and it's like, bam, fall's here. So we've had some cool mornings and cool evenings, and now it's starting to get a little bit cool throughout the day. I think the high, like this week, was around in the high 70s. So super cool around here. But I love it. It feels nice and crisp. I don't know, it feels refreshing. So, but I'm a colder person. I like the warm, but I just put my little sweater on, so I'm good. Okay, so now for the sinking funds, I'm able to contribute to more because of that overtime. So for this paycheck, it'll be $20 for Sam's Club. Self-care will be $160. Oh, and let me tell you guys about the self-care. I just won on Facebook, the local realtors, they have a spotlight with the local community business owners. And where I've been going to get my facials that I've been telling you about with the peel, it's like a chemical peel, and there's just like a 3-session thing that you do, like 3 stages of it. So I'm ready for stage number 3, and I was planning out to do that before the wedding. So I have my appointment made, in the next few weeks to go do that. And there was like a giveaway on there. So it's this one guy is a guy I go to church with, a young guy. He's about my son's age. I go to church with him. He's just got into real estate, and then he was doing that giveaway like with local business owners, and it was the business owner that does facials. They did as their salon, their beauty spot, their spa. They were giving away $100 gift certificate, and he was doing it with them like a promo with them, and did a little video or whatever on Facebook, promoting them and promoting his business. And you share this page and comment with 3 of your friends, all that. You tag your friends and share it, trying to get his business going. So I thought, okay, I'll do that. I know him and I know her, and I'll do that. So I never win anything, but I won the $100. I won the little gift certificate. So I was so excited. I just found that out today. And so I know exactly what I'm going to use that on. I have the appointment for my bio peel. So I'll be using that on that. So that is awesome. I was so excited. I never win anything. So maybe my luck's turning around, guys. See, when you pray and you just hope and pray and everything, like you try to, I don't know, I hate the word. I don't hate the word, but I don't like the word manifest, but you manifest good things in your life, and I think that's in prayer and faith and hope that things will get better and be better. So they are. My prayers are, getting answered. Maybe some that I didn't even pray for. Like I didn't pray for that to happen, but, just that more positive things in my life. So definitely, for sure, that is. So self-care $160 for that pay period. And that's for everything like the facial products, that not even just the spa products, because I don't do that all the time. That was just something I wanted to do before the wedding and my son's wedding. But the other thing would be like supplements and sunscreen, and even like, like I said, supplements that I put on that, out of that envelope as well. And then there's gifts, $10, car maintenance, $20, home maintenance, $20, rent or any kind of moving fees, that's going to be $50, memberships, $30, insurance premiums, $20, car tags, $10, health and medical, $10, Christmas, $80. My pen was running out, so I had to get a new one. Christmas, $80, and then vacation, $100. That's for the trip to Panama City. I did go on the weekend, the Saturday pontoon day with my sisters, and that came out of the entertainment envelope. So I cleaned that out, paid for that, and we went to eat at one of the little marinas. And then I ran into a girl that I graduated with. Her son was actually in the band. He was playing the guitar, and he was the singer of the band, and that was the best little band. They were playing like rock and roll, and he's only 17 years old. I hadn't seen her in a while. She moved up to Kentucky, and I hadn't seen her in a while, and I actually played basketball with her, and loved her parents. Her parents still live here. I've seen them at some church functions and things like that during times like revivals and things like that. So I was so excited to see her, and I was just blown away by her son's talent. He is awesome. So had a really, really fun day. And then that was we had that for supper. We went to eat at that marina. So we all had the best time. It was a blast. So we laughed, and we had it. I don't know. I'm feeling better and better every single day, like getting back to myself. So wonderful, wonderful weekend. It was all around wonderful day. So it did rain on us for a little bit, but we toughed it out. And then after the rain cloud went by, the sun came out, and the rest of the day was beautiful. So we had an absolute blast. We had so much fun. The kids, it had a slide on it off the end of the boat. It was a double-decker pontoon boat, and then you could jump off the top as well. So they talked me into it. My sisters are like 12 and 13 years younger than me. So, and then my boys, and his fiance, my oldest son's fiance, and then my sister has 3 girls, but they're like 16, 11, and 5. So we all just had the best time. I slid down the slide. I jumped off the top of the boat, and they was jumping and diving and flipping. I just did a jump, and that was enough for me, but got me out of my comfort zone a little, just feeling good. So had a wonderful time. All right, let's go over. That's $530 for the sinking funds. So that was, and there's the denominations for that. I'm just blabbing on today. And then here's the sinking funds savings challenges for this pay period. So we're doing the 52-week challenge, and we'll be doing week number 35 and 36. And then there's a 12-month challenge, and then that's the I Do Savings Challenge for my son's wedding. So that's the 3 that I'll be doing for this paycheck. So that's $260 there. There's the denominations. And the cash planning summary, this is for the total 3 of the 3 sections that I'll be withdrawing cash for. And that's all the denominations that I need for a total of $1,640. So now let's make sure that we have a zero-based budget. So let's go over here to, let me get my calculator. Oh, yeah, I can put that there. So the net pay was $28.78. And then in the bank was $12.38. And then the total cash withdrawn would be the total from the 3 sections for the wallet, sinking funds, and the savings challenges, which was $16.40. So let's make sure that both of those subtracted from the net pay is 0. So $28.78 minus $12.38 minus $16.40. Whoops, equals 0. Perfect. So that brings us to a zero-based budget for this last paycheck in August. Like I said, that will cover a little bit into September, and then we'll do the September budget. So that's it for this budget with me. I hope you guys have had a great week so far, and I hope everybody's kiddos have had a good time starting back with school and all of that. So I know my nieces, that was their last little trip out on the boat before they got back to school. They actually started that Monday this week. They started their first day. Sorry, my throat is just... I guess all the talking. Hadn't talked a whole lot today. Okay, so let's do the Bible trivia, and then I'll close out the video and let you guys know which videos are coming up next. Okay, so for the Bible trivia, Moses sent 12 men to spy out the promised land. How long were they in the promised land? 7 days, 14 days, or 40 days? They spied the land for 40 days. 10 of the 12 spies gave an evil report and caused Israel to refuse to go in. As a result, God caused them to wander in the wilderness for 40 years. Until everyone older than 20 died, except Joshua and Caleb. And there's the references there for that one. That's in Numbers and Judges. You know, I read Numbers and I studied that one, but I just don't remember. I need to go back and read that again so that I can get a refresher on that one. I remember kind of reading it, but, you know. Alright, let's put this over here. I'll put that up later. So that finishes up the budget with me. So now the next video will be the cash stuffing for the first week of this bi-weekly paycheck. So that'll cover the last week of August into September. So, and then I'll do my September budget with me. I'm working on that now, setting up the budget for the whole month and get that ready to go. I'll have that video coming up soon because it's almost, August is over. So we got to get the September budget going. I'm kind of behind on it. Hope you guys have already started your September budgets. Probably already ahead of me. I'm kind of behind. It just like it sneaks up on me. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's already the last week. Especially when I have paychecks that are like this, like the very end of the month. Like this one's the 28th. So I like to get this finished and cash stuffed and everything before I really dig into the next month. But I need to go ahead and be preparing. So I'm getting it prepared on paper and kind of mapping it out a little bit because I'm going to do some changes as far as some of the amounts for my variable spending, and then like my auto insurance went up just a little bit. So a few of the things are changing, so I'm trying to make some tweaks with that. So, but that's what our budget is for, so that we can adjust it as needed. Whenever things change, we can move and shift things around. So Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching and following along on this little journey, and also thanks so much for your advice and your prayers. I look forward to chatting with you guys in the comments. So I'll see you next on the cash stuffing, but until then, I hope you find blessings in all the little things. Thanks.